Very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the session Microsoft Windows Azure module. In this module, we are about to go to the 11th module, which we are going to see, where we are going to see security application, third-party security. That I am going to explain today. Good morning to Preeti Shilori from Vashi Center. Monica, good morning. Ashok Vittal from Kothur, good morning. Devi from Ananagar, good morning. Srimati, good morning. Paris, Pavitra, good morning. Balakrishna from Kukatpalli. Balakrishna, how are you now? Yesterday you are not there in the session. You are there, okay, sorry, I was confused, I think. Good morning, Balakrishna. So we are moving into the 11th module. After 12 modules, we are entering into the 11th module. In this module, very good demos are there related to your security. So till now, what we have done is we were creating the application hosting in the Azure. Using the Azure portal, we are hosting in the cloud. That's well and good. But I want my application, if I am providing that URL, everybody is able to access the application without asking any credentials till now. But I don't want like that. Whenever this application is provided in your, whenever any application you are creating in Azure portal, and you are hosting it in such a way that just if I'm sending the URL, everybody is unable to access. Only the authorized people only should access the website. Till now we don't have that kind of security. So in ASP we have already learned Windows authentication, forms authentication, passport authentication word. Passport is like third party. So that type of passport authentication authentication we are going to learn here, which we will call it as identity management and access control. That's the reason that chapter name is also, module name is identity management and access control. So here you are not going to see any forms authentication or Windows authentication. Instead, you are going to see the identity management and access control, where this security is going to be provided with the help of a third party. Third party member means what? Some other people will be there, like login through Facebook account, things so that I have created one application. And I am giving the choice to the users to register for my website so that they'll get some user ID and password. So whoever want to get the services inside, they need to register, log in with that ID. So that means security you are providing. So it should ask, as soon as you start execution of application, it should ask user ID and password. Until and unless you provide the user ID and password, it should not allow us. So that is, we ourselves is maintaining in our application, create our authentication methodology. But now, as a developer, I want some relaxation for this authorization. I want for my application, whoever is logging in must be validated. But I don't want to maintain any database for users and passwords. The table I don't want to maintain. I don't want to write the code when the user is typing username, password, whether they are correct or not checking. These are all I don't want to do. I want these to be relaxation. That means some other party, third party help I want to take. That means if the user is trying to log into trying to access my application, so it should allow that person, even though they don't have the account in my website, no problem. If they have account in the Facebook, or they have the account in the Yahoo, with those credentials also they can directly log into my website. That is called as third party authentication, where I'm not creating any screen where you will type user ID and password, and I'm not going to write the code that will go to my server and check for the user ID and password correctness. And I will not maintain any table that consists of users and passwords. Like that I'm not going to do it. But third party for whom I am paying, so that's it, all the pages are mine. But entry time, login ID and password, they don't require in my website. If they're having Facebook account or the yahoo.com account, then sufficient with those credentials also they can be able to connect to me. Means that is third party authentication. So via other website credentials you are able to log into my application. That is who can give this permission. As a developer, I want to give this permission to the client, whoever is trying to access my application. So this is possible with the third party. Means long back previously Google is freely providing this service, but now Google is not providing free service. But in our Azure we have Yahoo is providing the free service, so we can take the help of that Yahoo and we will go see the demo. Okay, this third party authentication we are going to see here. And at the time of third party authentication, this is also called as this access control mechanism, with which authentication and authorization are checked and give the access for you to that means whether the application should be accessed by you or not to be checked through the help of the third party authentication. So when you are doing this type of work, generally if you are ASP.NET you are using passport authentication, if you are using, there will be one file named as authconfig.cs file. Inside this already code will be there. By commenting Google account, Facebook, Twitter account, like that already code will be there. Whichever account you want to use as your third party person to make that means their credentials, that application credentials are sufficient to enter into my website. Then I need to provide those, that means I need to uncomment that line for subscription. But this is not automatic, just uncommenting and using. You should have a contract with those people. So if you pay some amount, they will create one secret key and value. Those they will provide you, which you have to update in your config.cs. So you have to update it. So instead of doing like that, in this one we don't require to do like that. Also from Azure some configuration settings to be done, which is called as federation authentication. Okay, federation access control. Whatever we are learning is called as access control mechanism via the third party, which is called as identity management access control, which is also called as federation access control we are seeing. Under which federation access control we are seeing demo. And this is only called as client-based authentication also. Client-based, why this name has came as client-based authentication, token-based authentication, anything like that. I'll just give you how the internal work will happen in third party, using the third party. So just understand, this is yahoo.com. This is my application. You are trying to access my application. You want to interact with the web pages of my application. When you access this, you need to get the user ID and password. That means login screen of Yahoo. That means you understand, login screen of Yahoo, where you will provide your user ID and password of Yahoo, so that these user ID and password is correct or not to be tested by third party website yahoo.com by going to their website and send a client token, which is called as token, saying that whether this person is a valid person or not. A token will be sent to the client, so that if that in the token access permission is there or not, you will get the details. So with that token, if the client once again comes to me, I will allow. That means you came for the first time, but I will not allow you to enter into my website. I will tell you that please get authenticated from the yahoo.com. If you are a valid user, yahoo.com will provide you one token. Come with the token, so I will allow you to log in into my application and work with my application. This is what internal process. To understand this process well, I am going to show you using the document camera. So document camera, please. Document camera. Okay, I will show you the process. Please check. There, I'm going to show you that this is your application. Okay, this is your application. I will write as our application. Okay, this is our application, and from where, so sorry, I don't say that our application, our browser, okay, this is our browser. That means what? Client. I can say that client. Indirectly browser is called as client. Now, and from this client you want to connect to one website. This is the real website which you want to access. This is a website which needs to be accessible by the client. So, but if the user doesn't have any account in this, so that user is not allowed to access me. There is another methodology. This website person wants to give a permission if the user gets a token from yahoo.com. There is a website. This is the yahoo.com website. This is Yahoo. Okay. So whoever is getting the token from yahoo.com, they are allowed to come to my website and browse the pages. So that is the procedure they want to give. So what will happen is, now the user don't know all these things. Generally what they will do, they will make a request. This is the first time you are requesting for the pay for this website. As soon as you give the request here, it will redirect this request to your yahoo.com. Okay, this is the step 1 I am writing. Then your website to which you have made a request, that website throws us to a yahoo.com where authentication has to happen. So here user ID, password to be entered. Okay, so authentication is happening through the yahoo.com, and here sign in. Okay, if you are clicking on this, then you click on this button. What credentials are you giving? Yahoo.com credentials you are giving, but your aim is to go to this website, not Yahoo site. But only authentication is taken care by Yahoo provider. That's it. When you click on that, yeah, this is Yahoo database with user IDs and passwords. So it will check for the user ID and password correct or not. So this will go and check whatever credentials you have entered. If it is okay, so it will create one token. It will create what? One token it is going to create. In case everything is okay, it creates what now? One token it will create, which is also called as claim. CLAIM. Claims. It will create claims. Claims means what? I will show you practical. Okay. It will create one token. That token, to whom it will pass? It will pass to your application from where request has been passed to this website. So it was pushing that request to this, so that it will create the token. If the authentication is okay with the valid token will be sent to the client. Now this is for your understanding. This is the third, fourth step, and now again request will go here along with the request plus token. Along with the token, it is the request is going to this. Because this token is a valid token which is coming from Yahoo. So now you are able to log in, you are able to access. Now you are accessible. Okay. Previously it throws us to here, now it will not throw because I have already token from the Yahoo. So that if the client is coming with the token, I will allow them to access. If the client is not coming with the token, I will redirect them to go to Yahoo, from there to get the token if they provide the valid credentials. So this is, that means token, this is, that's the reason it is called as client-based authentication or token type. Generally, the correct name is client-based authentication we'll call, because these clients together, so many clients together will be taken as a token. Token means it's like with many of the clients. What are clients means? Developer name, that many details. Okay, I will just show you those tokens. One dummy token also will be created in the local computer without the help of Azure. That I will show you as the first demo. Then in Azure, I am going to host one application which is accessible through this Yahoo. Okay, this demo also I am going to show you. So this is application from where? From the Azure. This is the application. So I mean this is in the Azure. This is in the Azure portal. Okay. User is trying to access from there, but it has to pass us to yahoo.com. If the user ID and password is correct, it should do the validation and check if it is okay. then it should create with lots of clients a token to be created and passed. So along the request is going with the token so that it is accessible and you can browse with the pages of the website. So this is called as a client-based authentication. And another means what is federation. This is what a federation authentication, access control. Okay, this is comes under what we are seeing is federation control, access control, which I am going to show you as the demo. This is second demo I am going to show, one dummy token to give you idea about what do you mean by clients. I just will create, I will not think of any Azure portal. I will just create one token in the local computer to make that to be accessible only from local computer. It will not ask any username password. If it is executed from my local computer only it will work. If it is executed from the other computers it should not execute. So one dummy token to create, how you can create and display those inside the token. I told many claims will be there, collection of claims will be there inside the token. All these I can display on the monitor also. That is the dummy token creation and displaying on the monitor also. I will show you as a first demo. So this is the procedure. Is it clear to you for identity and access? Is that clear to you or not? How to do internally, that is later. But the concept is clear or not. If anybody is having any doubt, you can raise your hand. Meanwhile, I am writing a question. Okay. Internally, how the client-based authentication is going on, did you understand or not? Is a question. So please answer for this question. If anybody is late, raise your hand and confirm you over the hand raise. And anybody is having the doubt also, feel free and raise your hand and write your query so that I'll clear and I will show you how you can get the dummy token and display those dummy token values. Okay. Who did not answer for this question, I'm going to read out the names of those students. You please respond for that. Okay. So Raman Gupta from Southex. This is not Raman Gupta. Somebody is in the Raman Gupta's account. Lakshya Arora from City Center. Rahul from Southex. And Pitampura Center gets 002 and 007. Yeah, and Palam Road. This student is not the previously. How I got this student now? Guess 06 from Palam Road. Who is from Palam Road? Delhi Palam Road. No audio, no video. So still Pitampura Center 3 students. One student was just added to the session. That is the guest 006. If such type of you are coming late to the session, I am not going to repeat and you don't require to give the feedback also. Every time be on time, but you are coming in your own way and you are not changing even after coming to the last module also. No seriousness towards the studies. Lakshya Arora and Raman Gupta from Southex. What is the problem? Why you are not giving the answer? Why are you not giving the answer? Lakshya Arora from City Center. PMR is going on. For which course? For which one? Pitampura, I got it. Just 006. PMR is going on. You are saying is it was rescheduled for your center? I think right. Okay. Any doubts? Lakshya Arora from CP Center. No response from you even after pronouncing your name lots of times. So close the document camera. Close the document camera. Farooq, close the document. Okay, has some technical, so whether he understood or not, you confirm Akash. Akash Suteja, you please confirm from him. Meanwhile, I'm sharing my desktop where I have created the notes for the both the demos, and first demo is very simpler, and I'll show you that one. He said yes. Okay, very good. So before, if I'm pronouncing like that, one of the other center, that means same center, other students should respond like this and give immediately response. So our time will be saved. Okay, now. Okay, so now you can check this one. So in this one you can see that, see here there is one small demo that is not actually doing the realistic application hosting in Azure and providing the identity access using the client based authentication. Okay, so that access control, I want dummy token. Dummy token will be created in your local computer also automatically for your only for checking purpose and display those token details also, just for your knowledge to make you identify what do you mean by client. I'm just showing that one demo. Okay, so for this locally a dummy one, so I have written that information also here in demo one. We will run our application in a simulator and create one fake, okay, token and retrieve the client details. Okay, so use client app. That means what one application I'm going to create, client app like that, you don't think of it. Directly we can do it, I'm going to show you. But here, whatever first step I'm going to show, I have written in this document completely everything. Please check. Because this type of document is very useful, as because so whatever first step I'm going to write, that madam I did not find that option, you may say. So that option will not come automatically. First time you need to add, and that means that add in to be added. Whenever you add that extensions, then only that option identity and access management, one option will be there that will not be available to you people for the first time. If you go for the extensions and add that one, then next time onwards it will be visible in your Visual Studio. That's what the details are also given by me. So in privacy here, I gave you the step, you see, install the identity and access tool. In my computer I don't require to do it, as because it's already installed. Only for the first time, if you are using this feature, you have to go for this installation process of identity and access tool. How to do it? Simply on your application in Visual Studio, for which you want to, from where you want to create dummy token and get that client details and display on the screen. On that application, just right click, select the option called as what? Extensions and updates is the option. You will be able to find it. When you go there, it will give you option of installation. So you can install this option. Once you install, then right click on your application, you are able to find a new feature option called as identity and access. Otherwise you cannot be able to get that one. Okay, so from your machines, if you see from Visual Studio, you are not able to get that option, but from my system it will come because I have already installed. For whom it is not there, you have to go to this step. Okay, the first demo, dummy fake token I am going to create with some clients, and those client details I am going to display on the screen. So how am I going to do that? What if I would? So this I don't want to tell like this, so I will directly give you the identification. First, dummy token, how the computer will create. So simple MVC4 application you create. Simple MVC4 application, too much money to do it. So simple MVC application, there how to create a dummy token and how to view those clients that are created, clients of that token we will see. For that, I am opening in the Visual Studio in administrator mode. It will take hardly 5 to 10 minutes this demo if you concentrate here. Okay. So now you see here, I am going for the new project. I'm just creating MVC4 application. Okay. Here, a fake token, identity, and access. I just gave the name because you can understand that fake token we are going to create locally. Note here, don't think of Azure like that. Take simple basic application and press enter. These things you know already. Basic application creation you know, but how to create a fake token for identity and access and get those clients details to display on the monitor is the question that I am going to show you now. Okay. Yes. Now the application got created. Now what you have to do for identity and access is on your application name to create a token that needs to be used as the authentication part to check your application. So I'm just creating. I'm doing right click on your application name. When I right click, I'm just telling you. I'm showing you one option. All of you please concentrate. I have to show you identity and access. It's there at the bottom. Just wait. See here, identity and access. But you cannot be able to see this option in your system. For the first time this demo you are doing. And this, if it is not visible, what I told you need to go to extensions and you have to do that work. Extensions work, you need to go for extensions, add extensions and do it. So this add extensions where it is. So if it is not found here, it will be in the tools. Let me check, is it in the tools? Extensions, like, see extensions and updates. Can you see? Extensions and updates. What I have written in this note, by mistake I have rightly see unearth. Okay. This I don't write it like that. Tools menu. Okay. Select extension of this and install the identity access tool. If it is not available, okay, if it is not available, from the tools menu you will be able to find extensions and updates. Okay. So now let us see. So but I have already done, so I am able to see this identity and access. So let me take this identity and access directly. But you have to install this one from the tools, then only this option will be visible to you, otherwise it will not be visible to you people. So now I am taking this one. In this 3 tabs will come automatically. In the first tab, to create the dummy token, first radio button to be selected. It will come little slowly. So see here, it is in the processing state, you just wait. Okay. So now you got one window which is called as identity and access with 3 radio buttons. The first radio button you need to take local development STS, means locally one dummy token you are creating to to make your application to be identified. So okay, this is the as soon as you take one dummy token is created. Where is the dummy token that was created and details you have kept means? So go to this local development STS. So that, see the last tab, don't go to configuration or anything, just go to local development STS, inside which you can see that these are the called as clients. Whatever all you are seeing are called as clients. All this together is the here test clients to issue. What are the clients that are issued to the client as a token? Is the first one is what? It's the type. This entire one is called as the client type. This is the display name. This is the value of it as Terry. So name client means that is Terry, and if it is role, surname means Adams. So dummy token it will create. The value of this is the token type. Okay, this is called as type. You can see heading type. and see the heading as value. These two columns values you want to display. So these two columns values you want to retrieve and display from this dummy token. So after doing this one, nothing to do, close this window. Okay, you have to close this window. Where is this? Okay, this is the dummy token already created. So now you have enabled the identity access for local machine dummy token. So how to display that one means just go for a controller and create one home controller, and where one index action method I will keep it. When from that action method code I will write the code that connects to your clients and retrieves the client's dummy token details, client's details. So I am going to create one home controller with very simple coding is required here. I am going to show you, which you have to first this is the place you need to write the details of all the clients from your token. That means from your dummy fake token, whatever you have created, inside that so many clients are there. Those details, if you want to get it, first identity you need to get, client's identity you should get. So how you declare one variable as identity and say that here thread dot, but thread, if I want to write, always you see thread is in the namespace system.threading. So I am unable to get this. So if I am giving like this, it will give error. So no problem. You rectify this by adding this system.threading. So now thread dot current principal dot current principal, and in this one current principal dot identity. So who is this dummy token? Token is going to come. It should be typecasted as a rule as client's identity. Client's identity. Again it will not come, so don't get confused. This client's identity again is a predefined class in another namespace, system.security.clients. So these are the namespaces. If you don't remember also, but original these classes at least you should remember. So namespaces automatically will come. So now I have retrieved the identity, that means token I got it, but not clients. From that token, clients needs to be retrieved. So let me take one variable of type. This is what type? Let me check system.security.clients. Okay. System.security.clients. Okay. Clients.client. So, but this you make it as IEnumerable. Why IEnumerable, madam? You may get the doubt. So, because not one claim is there. Each one what you have seen in that row, there are many rows you found. One is name, surname, like that. Each one is a claim. So, of type this system.security.clients.client. Such type of IEnumerable means collection of claims I am trying to retrieve into the variable claims list. I am taking variable name as clients list. How to get it from your identity? You simply say that clients. Finish. So all the clients are retrieved and stored in a list variable. And IEnumerable means it's a collection variable, and which is of type what? All the clients. So each one is one client. All the clients are retrieving. So I should make it as IEnumerable. I retrieved. Very good. It is in which variable? Clients list. Now retrieve that you send to your, for display purpose you send it to your view. So whatever you are sending is of what data type, you please remember this, you write it, this information you should put it in your, which one you have to put it in your view, so that whenever you are writing it will help you out. So now you just, it's work, your work here is finished. So simply go to your view from where you thought of displaying it in the web page. So go to view, which is nothing but a web page where you write the code to retrieve this. So fake token clients details. Okay. HR means horizontal line. Now you see here @ for each. Okay. You take one variable of what type. I forgot to copy this one. Whenever you are getting any variable use in the return view, that's data type you have to tell with model. IEnumerable you write, I told you already. This indicates that whatever I am getting as in the @ model, that is of this type enumerable clients. So this data type, you take it, because there are many claims are retrieved by you as a list. So take one variable, okay, CL like that, in from where, at the rate model. At the rate model is what is this at the rate model? Don't forget the basics in ASP. You know that whatever you are returning with return view, this automatically will be sent with the at the rate model predefined name. So in that I know that what the values are of this type, so I have mentioned here whatever model I am getting, it is of this type. So from there, one record you take, claim you take it and you display on the monitor. So create one division, and inside the division you write that simply write what type of claim. So write that at the rate CL dot TYPE type. Okay, finish. So and give a break. Okay, value of claim at the rate CL dot value. Finish. Break. For each one, if you want to give a horizontal line, that's your wish. It is not mandatory. So for each claim, one by one will be taken from your retrieved list, and one claim type and value are displayed. Finished my program. Complete program is done. So nothing is there. Now I am executing. Am I able to access it or not? Please check. Now any doubts you can ask me, you can raise your hand and ask me in this one, any topic you did not, any line you did not understand. So first retrieve the reference of the token, that is called as identity, current principal dot identity. So after retrieving the token, it's the claims you retrieve with dot claims, identity dot claims. But all the claims are type system dot security dot that type claims types. I mean security. So now you see here everything you got it. All these one by one, all you need to retrieve and put it in an enumerable claim and send that using the return view. It will be passed with at the rate model. There you take one claim and display their type and value. So I'm hiding my view. You just see the output. Type of claim. The first one you have seen this much code or not, and this value is Terry. And see here, this is another one, name claim, and this is Terry. And the type is what? Surname, Adams. So these are all we have seen. Okay, role, developer. Another one is email address token, terry@conteso.com. And so like that, each claim you got it with its value. So this is the dummy token, how to create and retrieve that claim details and display on the monitor. So any doubts, you can feel free and ask me if this demo is clear for you or not. I will write as a question. So answer through that question. Okay. There's a question how to create the fake token and get their claims and display their type and value on the monitor. Did you understand or not? Please confirm. Now the real topic will come where some steps will be there. Those steps you need to follow one by one. I'll tell you. It's not a very lengthy demo, but you have to understand each one. So we will create one application our own, and we will try to upload that in the Azure portal. And before uploading that one, what we have to do is I want to add that access control, and then I have to use it. So that all I will tell you. Just wait. Same Lakshya Arora. One of the Akash Suteja, please write Lakshya. I mean that whether he understood or not, please raise your hand and confirm me. And who else? From Palam Road, who is there? You are not even responding. I am just pronouncing. Write your name first. If you are not writing and if you are not responding, I cannot teach you until. Pitampura Center, just 007. He understood little. What he did not understand, ask him to write. So fake token creation for your local application, not really yahoo.com like that. Fake token I'm creating. Actually, this token should be created by third-party people. But I just made it locally to create a fake token by our application and display the client's details on the monitor. What doubt does he have? You please ask him. This is not what we are really using. Just to give you the idea about this fake token, I just gave this demo. That's it. So Pitampura guest 007, what is the problem? Other Pitampura Center students, please respond towards guest 007. I am closing the question as everybody said that understood, whoever responded. And whoever did not respond is the guest 007 from Pitampura. I request you to write your confirmation. Or others to define any technical problem, ask others to type your feedback. Okay. So now I am starting with a second demo. My second demo requirement is what? I will create one HP MVC4 application. And whoever is trying to access that application from your local machine only, so it should not be directly accessible. When you are trying to access any page, any about us, contact us, whatever it might be, whatever you try to access, so it should not be visible, that means accessible directly. Any page if you request, also the first page that needs to be displayed for you is login screen, where you have to provide your credentials, that to yahoo.com credentials. If those yahoo.com credentials are correct, then it should allow to our application any of the pages to access. Why Yahoo only are telling me? So only that is free right now in the Azure model to apply. Rest of the ones are not for free. You have to pay some amount, and there are some procedures will be there which you have to follow. So that's why we will not get the token from them for free. But from the Yahoo, we have this opportunity of using their that means that as a third party without paying anything from Azure portal. With the help of Azure portal, I can utilize the yahoo.com as a third party authentication provider for our application validations. Okay, so I'm just going to, previously I used to show with Google as because that is free, but right now Google is not free. So if you go and check, Gmail or Google, now it is not for free. You can get that information even from the internet also, that it has stopped giving the free subscription. Okay, so we are going to use yahoo.com in this situation. And but you remember that internet is mandatory. Even though your application you are executing locally, then also it will ask you to provide yahoo.com credentials. If you say okay, it will do it. And it will check, validate, everything is okay, then your requested page of your website will be displayed. That is what we are going to see. So for this already created application I am closing, and we will create our own application, a small application we will create, and many steps will be there in this. What you have to do, I will tell you. Okay, first you make your application ready, for which you want to apply identity and access management, that is federation access control from the Azure portal. Okay, there are some 3 to 4 steps will be there, 4 to 5 steps will be there in Azure portal. That's the first one. First you make your application ready. To make this to provide the token for this your application, which is created by Yahoo that one, go to Azure portal, create one access control namespace, and in that you have to go for some steps so that a token will be created. One key will be created. That key should be updated in your application, then it will work. Okay, otherwise it will not work. The token has to be created from your Azure portal for your Yahoo provider. So that token to be updated in your, that key, federation access key needs to be updated in your application. So whenever you press Control F5 or F5 for execution purpose, that federation access control will come into the role play and displays the yahoo.com or twitter.com, whatever you select, that sign in screen will be displayed, so that you can provide your credentials. So it will, third party authentication will happen. If everything is okay, then only you are able to access your original application. Okay, this is the example which we are going to see. For that, first work, I am, obviously, let me close. I'm opening one Visual Studio window where I'm going to create one MVC4 application, simple basic application, where home, about us, contact us, the two links. In the main page only, I'll keep it like last class I have shown you, the same I'm going to create. Anybody is having any doubt at that moment, raise your hand and question me. These are all application creation is not new. ASP, in the ASP itself we have learned, and how you need to provide the identity access is, that path is different. Okay, so now here I'm giving identity and access. Your application name is Identity and Access S160499 is your batch code I have given, and I'm taking okay. Basic application you take it. Okay, basic or internet, that is not, doesn't matter. Now I'm going for the Solution Explorer, and what am I doing here? I said, so I have to create one controller, simple controller I'm creating. I'll hide my video, you can check the demo. Okay, home controller. In this home controller, let me click on add. Now, so index, about us, contact us. In this about, first I am adding the view for the about us. One. From here, I want to put one link, action link. Go to main page. So index action method to be called from the home controller. So when the user clicks on this link, they need to call the index action method of home controller. Okay, in the same manner, for the contact us also, you create a view. Contact us. Space, here also give @HTML dot action link. Index action method. From which controller? Home controller. So this is also finished. Only the last, and which is really important, index action method needs to be, for this view to be created. Add view. Space. H1 style, and with H2 style, I'm going to provide two links. So @HTML dot action link. Go to about us page. This is a contact us action method from the home controller. So This is the way you have, first of all it is working or not, you check it. But when right now, without asking any authentication, nicely it will display the home page. But it should not display the home page until and unless user gets authenticated with Yahoo provider. That's what I am telling you. So now there is no authentication. Everybody is able to access this website, which is not okay. So how I can provide the identity and access using the third-party authentication, that is yahoo.com. So for that, it's your duty now. You should visit to your Azure portal where you have to go for Active Directory option. See here, go to your Windows Azure, Windows Azure portal. In this one, you can see that Active Directory. Slowly, if you drag, you will find an option called as Active Directory. They moved up. Let me. Yes, see, here you got the Active Directory. In this Active Directory, you need to create one namespace using which where you can set the configurations for which control, which is your third party element, for which project you want to apply this one, all these if you want. So let me go for this Active Directory. In this Active Directory, you have to go for, see here, this is the place I am telling, don't click on directory. I don't want to add the directory. I want to work with access control namespaces. So in the Active Directory, it's your duty to go for access control namespaces. Then you go for the create a namespace. So these are the steps which I already mentioned in the document. You can use it. So I am going for create a new one. What is the namespace name we'll give? S160499 identity. Let me give it as identity. So now it is okay. So green color means it is okay. S160499 identity I get dot access control dot windows.net. You know that this is the additional one automatically will be added at the end of your whatever name you have given. Namespace name is, don't think that this is the namespace, is followed by access control dot windows.net. So when it is showing green, it is okay. You click on create so that it gets created. So just wait till that it is, shows that it is creating. Once it is created, see here. Here you will get some options. Once it is created, you will get some options here for managing the access. There what to do. There, that is the place where some steps you need to follow. Each step I am going to tell you. See, can you see? Once it is active, you got an option called as manage. This is the manage option. If you go, this is the place, the token, in order to create the token. So from which third party provider, which are the third party providers, and what is for which application this token to be attached. So you are taking from Yahoo, but this token to be sent to whom? To your application which you have created locally. So for that option, that details, everything you have to specify, and what claims to be sent in the token from this provider to that one. So there are some steps you need to follow. For your understanding, I am going to tell you how many steps means. Can you see that? Identity, trust, relation. Under this, each one you see, my dear, identity providers is the first one, which specifies which third party control application you want to take to authenticate your application. To provide the authentication mechanism, which third party one you are going to take, that is identity provider. Second one is relying party, means your application for which this third party authentication is to be provided. So this is the one third party application details. This is your application for which this identity and access management you are attaching, the token you are going to send. And rule groups means this will specify token is created. In the token, what claim details to be sent to your, all the claims you have seen, name, surname, developer, like that many of the claims you have seen, but which claims to be sent from this Azure portal to your application at the time of usage, means that I can specify with the rule groups. So these three steps in the same order I have to follow. At last, you will get the last step. You see here, at last, application integration. After doing the first specified three steps, the computer creates one federation metadata key. So some federation metadata, one key it will create, that is nothing but token that you have to copy and update in the required place of your application. So now your application has the token, so it can utilize the third party authentication. Open ID authentication, that is identity and access management, is possible. So how many, can I get your message? Have you, anybody is having any doubts in this? I have not yet started. I told you that these are the 3 steps you need to follow. After following these 3 steps, you will get one federation metadata key value that you need to copy and apply. Integrate with application integration means, give this to apply this token on your application, so that whenever your application you run, so this authentication starts into the picture. So it will display the sign-in screen of your Yahoo, whatever you have taken as the identity provider. Any doubts, please tell me. If no doubts, it will take hardly 5 minutes or 10 minutes to complete this one. Very simple. So you please confirm me. So I'm going for the first steps. Before I'm going, I'm asking if anybody is having any doubts, you can tell me. In case of any doubts, you raise your hand and write. Otherwise, I will start with the demo. Okay? Good. Very good. Identity providers, which is specified by default, you will get the live ID, but that is not for free, but still it will show automatically. So don't get confused. But I want yahoo.com. So what should I do, madam? These are the service providers, means this I don't want, sir. You don't delete this, leave it like that, but you add the yahoo.com. How, madam? Means then you can see here there is a button called as add. You take that add, then it is going to show Google, Yahoo. Google is also not for free, so I'm not going to take. See why this is not highlighted? It's already added. So it is showing also already added. So like that, but wantedly for your sake, even Google I'm adding. Next. You can now migrate your Google. Oh, it is not allowing. See here. It is, see, that's what I said. It is not going to work. So don't select. Don't go for that because it is not allowing for free. But for Yahoo, if you click on next, it will not give any problem. Image URL, it is not required that what image to be displayed. I don't want any extra image to be displayed along with the sign up. Okay. So sign in. I don't want. This is your login link text. So login. I'm writing is a login using Yahoo. Anything you write. This is the text will be displayed as a hyperlink for you. Whenever you access your application, there is one page will come with this hyperlink. When you click on that, Yahoo will be the identity provider. So who will check for your credentials in its database. So that I have taken. The first step, you click on the save button. When you click on the save button, automatically you can see that Yahoo is also has been selected. That means it is also provided in the identity provider. So both will be part of your application now. Now, second step is what I told. This is everything is okay, but what is the next step? You need, so this you are using, very good. Identifiers, so third party identifiers you have identified. But for on which application you want to do, that is relying party application for which you are going to add this. So as soon as you click, there are no relying parties will be displayed, so you need to click on this add. As soon as you click, enter a display name for the relying party. So this is your application name. So my S160499 application. You give any name for your one. This is just for display purpose only. But really I am telling where this realm and return URL, both the places same address of your application to be posted. What is your application address, madam? Means that how will you get the URL of your application is go to your application and just that Control F5 if you press, automatically domain name you are going to get. This is the one you copy, close, and this you have to update in the realm. That is nothing but your your real application for which you are applying the identity and access management. So this is okay. And when you are taking this one, at last you can see that token lifetime, this token, how long it should work, it is in seconds. It should work for long period of time, means you can give 6000 seconds. You can change. By default 600 seconds, it is indirectly 10 minutes. So it is 100 minutes now. If you want to change, you can change that token lifetime. How long this token works for you is only 10 seconds, but I made it as 100 seconds. Now these are the ones which you have seen, that which we were already selected. That's only it will show. And now create new rule group. I told you there is a token will be created, but what clients to be sent to your client application, that is using these third party authentication techniques. So those clients details you can specify with new rule groups only. So you keep like that only, okay, and click on simply save. So second step is also over. Relying party, whatever you have to tell, you have done it. So last step is what? Before update, before, that means to create your token, what is the last step? That is rule groups, where you have to specify here. By default you will get it as default rule group. So you simply click on that link itself. Then it will tell you, see, when I clicked on that, it is saying that I don't have any, see, is it showing any rule group rules? No. Why it is not showing me? So don't get confused. You click on this generate. When you click on the generate, automatically it is going to show no rules have been added. Right, see here, generate, see here. Now can you see? So email address, name, these are the clients which you want. All you select. You select all these I want. So for Yahoo 3, for Windows Live ID only one. So whatever you want, you can be able to select. So this is email address, name, and name identifier. Some I have selected. Clients, not only these, some more clients I want, madam, which we have seen like that. Means you can go for this add, and you can go for here. This is I'm not going to use unnecessarily. So I'm just leaving like this. These are the rules. So last step is also over. Save it. So don't forget, you have to save it. Once you save, okay, now you have already done, I think. Let me check once again. Yes, it is there. So we have added all these rule groups. Now it's your time. There will be one token is already created. But where is the token, madam? Like this you'll get. Don't get confused. I told you that click on this application integration. To integrate with your application, this one, if you click, it will show you federation. You can see that so many things, but don't get confused. You have to take it. Federation metadata. This is the real key which you have to update in your application. Copy it so that the first work is finished. So entire thing in 95% is finished. Only copy this data. Right click, copy, okay, and minimize this. And go to your application like previously. On your application, right click, identity and access, like previously only. Identity and access we have taken, right? Same way you have to take identity and access like the same. But dummy token, that time, now this is not dummy token. This is a real token which is coming from your Azure portal. Okay. It takes time, as you already know. It will open identity and access dialog box. Just wait. Now this is the time I am telling you how to take business identity providers, like so from Active Directory you created. You can, it is giving clue from Azure Active Directory, whatever you have created, take this. And now this is the place you have to provide the path of STS document. Means this is the place I am telling you, space that code whatever is given, one space extra I copied, so remove it. So once after giving this one, just click outside, warning certificate invalid, it will say, but it will work. I think it will work. Just wait. It will show like that, but don't get confused. It will be there. Configuration, nothing to be done. Only local, correct only, local, this is correct only. There is nothing wrong. So it is done already. Let me check. Even though it will show that warning, there is nothing wrong. Let me press enter. So once again, let me check whether it is there or not. So it is there. So it will work. Don't worry. It will work. So now what am I doing? Once it is finished, now I am executing my application. All of you please observe. I am executing my application. What will happen? You just check. See here, all of you. Whatever third party you gave previously, directly index page you got it, but now you are not getting that page. So this is the link text you gave. This is the heading you gave. This is the first, second step time application heading means that is the sign in tool like that. Okay, this is your application, whatever name you have given. This is the link text you have given. So I am clicking on this Yahoo. So Yahoo related sign screen you are going to get. This is my Yahoo one. Next. Wrong, I am getting out. So now I have done. See here. It's working now. What happened? Your application we created. It is not allowing us to go. Actually, if you do like this, automatically we are able to get our page. See here, Control F5. See, now you are getting. So it has to come like this. Previous one it should come. I am saying that agree. Then automatically it will show our index page. See, I got this page. Only after authentication through yahoo.com. This is what your module 11. Any doubts you can ask me. Any doubts in this identity and access using third party yahoo.com? We are authenticating our application. So if you start executing your application, first the whatever page you request, it will not be displayed. Instead, third party screen, that is what signing through the third party one will be displayed. So you need to select it. But I am not taking Windows Live ID because for which also it is not possible directly. Rule group is Joshine, I told you very clearly. Token you have, I think you know the token in the previous example. 1 minute, Joshine, just wait. Just wait, Joshine. I'll connect to you, just wait. Yes, Joshine. Actually, previous demo, did you understand? Previous demo, fake token we created. Token means automatically internally some claims will be automatic. Name claim, surname claim, developer, you got add-ons, like that you got it or not? Previous demo. There are some claims you got it. Role means developer is there. Name means add-ons something is there. Surname is something is there. So those are all the clients together is a token. Okay. Your video stuck. Okay. So again I'll connect. I'll just check what is the problem. It's not working at all now. So, but you try to understand these are the clients which are fake token time. You have seen that these are the clients. Like that, clients also will be created whenever token is created. Inside the token, some clients can be sent. Some clients to be created and send those clients also along with that. Some additional information you can understand. So who is the developer of this? Like that, anything if you want to provide along with the token is the original one. Claims are not mandatory to be sent. I don't want to send any claims, means don't go for rule groups. But I want to send along with the token some of the claims to be sent. That means who is the author, what is the name of that person, what is the surname, what is the developer, what is the role of that person. So all these details, any additional information if you want to send, then you should go for the rule groups. Is that clear now? So that's the reason when you are going, it is showing those clients only. So when you say that generate, it will show those clients. Which clients you are thinking of sending, select that. Okay, if you don't want any claim, you need to select and delete. There is a delete button, you need to delete that one, so that that claim is not going to be sent along with your token to your application. Actually, I have already told you, write the query to retrieve the claims and display. So like that query you write to display those details in your HP application. So this is about identity and access. I am writing as a question. I want confirmation from all of you. So did you understand this demo with Yahoo, how we can make our application to be authenticated with a third party? So this time I'm getting little faster. It's not very difficult demo, it's the simplest demo only, okay? Got from everybody. Everyone gave the answer now. That's good. So both the students are in offline state, Pitampura Center and another one guest 007 from I. So those two students I have removed so that everybody said that understood. Very good. This is about your module 11. Any doubts in this you can ask me. And last chapter will be in the next class. Not after that finished, you don't think of it. We were not done TFS. Once again, I'll check what is the problem. That is the TFS server problem, not our problem. All the steps that I have given are correct. Anybody tried with the TFS demo? Jashain, I gave a message to you that try TFS. Did you try with the TFS demo? Everybody in the group, I wrote that I provided one file for the TFS demo. You please try in your machine, I said. But how many of you have tried, I don't know. You are not doing any of the demos, I think. What I feel, that one only. So please try, because that is the problem is of my system or TFS server. As per my knowledge, it is TFS server problem, as because I have found it in the Google directly. Okay, because not only for me, for most of the people it is not working. So the same error message is given in that site, and they were mentioned Microsoft people that it is under that means bug fixing work. But I want everybody to complete all the practicals. Gomalata and Gomalata, raise your hand. Are you there? Gomalata. Yeah, from Tambaram Center. So are you able to do your practicals or not? Do you have the user ID and password or not? If not there, you tell me. One of the other students details I'll give, because this is only for education learning purpose. So it's not no secrecy like that. I'll give the other ID, you can utilize. This authentication anyway will be removed afterwards. So that's why you write me a mail, so that through that mail only one of the students' details I'll send. Monica, I'm going to send your details to Tambaram Settle student. Do you have any problem? This is only for what? Education purpose, whatever ID you created, that credentials. Only for practice purpose. Okay? Monica, is that clear? Okay, very good. So Monica credentials, is it working for you, Monica? First of all, that I did not ask. Monica, is it working for you first of all? AZURE subscription. Monica, please confirm. Okay, very good. It's working. So, Gomulata, you write me a mail so that using that mail only, Monica's credentials, I'll pass it to you so that you can use those credentials for doing the practicals. Okay, anybody else who is unable to do the practicals? Anybody else? If you did not send the details, I cannot help you out, right? Who is from South? This is Raman Gupta.
Yes, ma'am.
After a long time, I'm looking at you, right? Why such disturbance from your note? So, what about your learning now? You have learned
What? What? Not
too
clear.
much of disturbance. Too much of disturbance. You write. So Raman is your name is Raman, or are you using any other ID? You please write over the hand rise. So Raman Gupta means long back student you are. So that's about your 11th chapter, and which is completed. Next class we will go only for the module 12. In that module 12, it is very simple and some theoretical topics also, and practically also how to do it I will show you to improve the performance of your application. There are two techniques are there to improve the performance of your application. Those we are going to see. What are those? I am not going to discuss now. In the next class I will discuss. Okay. So in this till this topic, any doubts or anybody is facing any issues while doing the practicals? That means if subscription is working, but you are unable to do the practicals, or you are too busy because of which you are unable to do the practicals, means you can write me. I told you yesterday one more additional task that you have to do one demo on your own from the 10th module. There are three activities. First and third I have explained. Second one you can do as per the steps which are given in your courseware. So that you please practice and confirm me over the group. And there is a cloud consultation session for you people on coming Saturday that I am going to inform you the date and time. Okay, at what time the cloud consultation is there, I will give you for any doubts clarification. Last time once I was conducted, only 3 students were logged in for that session. I thought that rest of the students doesn't have any doubts. Okay, anything else? Still some of the students are logging with guest ID. All the guest IDs, please write your details. Student ID, name, email ID and mobile number in a single line. Student ID followed by name, followed by email ID, followed by mobile number. All the 4 guest IDs only you write. Rest of the students are not required to write. So Dharmendra, actually it is 22nd only, and most probably it will be 22nd. If it is preponed, there might be chance, but there is no question of postponing. Okay. So So you please check for cycle test. You are no more in the system. So check every day cycle test dates and PMR dates and everything which I provide to people along with the syllabus, and first start reading the modules line by line, and then only attempt the cycle test and PMR and all this. Okay. Guest IDs, write your details means only Pavitra from Paris and Gomalata from Tambram Center only are writing, but from Rohini Center I have found that 2 students are logged in with guest ID. And let me read out from which centers I am having the guest ID. Tambram Center I got it. Rohini Center, 1 student is there who is not entering the details. Who is from Rohini Center? Raman, I said you hand raise and write the details. Gurgaon, okay. Krishna, okay. Only few guest IDs, okay. So I'm ending the, so next class I'm going to take another topic, that is with that it will be finished. Any topic is pending means that I'll continue in the next class. Okay, then we will go for the PFS and then recap. So before to that you please complete, and before to that once I want to show the book which I forgot, I kept ready and I did not show. Till which module we have finished you can check, that till that module you please complete reading. And I have told you that cycle test which I have already uploaded in your group, please check, take care from there. And now I am opening the book. You see, this is, we are going through the second book of your AZURE, where 9th chapter onwards it is available. First 8 chapters are in the student guide 1. Last 4 chapters are in the second student guide. In the second student guide you can check 1 minute. So how many chapters are there you can understand. Total 12 modules, out of which we completed 11 modules excluding TFS, because that day TFS is creating problems, so we were not working with. That is server. Okay. Just for 2 minutes. In case any of you are having any doubts, you can write in between the doubts. Preeti, what is it, ma'am? Is there any deadline for completing the project? See, project also is like one batch. Okay? How for AZURE start date and end date will be there, like that even for project also start date and date will be there. So end date, like it's also like a batch. You can find the deadline in your one once you have been entered into the project module. Okay, that time a deadline will be there, before which 2-3 days before only you have to upload your document as well as project by first giving the demonstration to your faculty. Those details we will give you in the group. Don't worry. My AZURE account not yet. So that's what I asked you, Monica. Is your subscription is working? Means you said yes. So I have to give some others. So Joshine, is it working for you? Joshine, is your account is working for you? I know that last time you have written a mail that your account is not working. That's why first I'm asking you the question. Is your subscription working? Means you said yes. We did not do PMR because it's unavoidable situation for me. It is not possible. There is nothing. Devi, there is nothing is in my hands. You need to ask at your center. Is there any possibilities there or not? Only can be you can understand from your center only. So from my side, it is not at all possible rescheduling of any PMS which are already completed. Okay. So might be some errors. So that type of request needs to be made at your center level. Joshine. I'm going to share your account details to Devi. Okay, she want to practice. That's the reason I asked you. You are saying that it is working well and good. I will share your credentials with Devi. Okay, not Devi. Sorry, who is that? Gomalata. Okay, I will share with Gomalata, and I'll put a mail in the CC to you also. Yeah, it is a group activity. Project is a group activity. But your documentation also carries lots of marks, so don't ignore the documentation work. UML diagrams in a proper SDLC phases you need to apply, and accordingly the document should be there. Okay. So see here we have how many modules I have opened the courseware. You can check there are 12 modules we were completed today. Module 11, identity management and access control. In this one I told clients based identity concepts and standards and how to implement federation. Second demo is federation authentication, which we have seen. That's what I told. It is also called as federation authentication, which is also called as clients based authentication. These are the things which we were completed. Okay. So what was left over? Last module, that is module 12, scaling services. Scaling means what? Improving the performance of your application. How fast the response should be given to the client after the request is, that means once I'm the client, I have given a request. Server should respond very fastly for my request. How does this is possible? How fast I can say that my server can respond to the request of a client. So that is what we are going to see in the 12th module, and what are the techniques you have and how you can apply in your Azure applications, that we are going to see in next class, that is on Thursday. So now it's time for you all to give the feedback. Low latency means what? Yes, correct, 100%. That is low latency. Very good. You are recalling. That means you are reading the shine. Very good. So the time gap between request and response should be less, is low latency. Very good. So now it's time for you all to give the feedback. This is a document I'm uploading in your group. So take these document steps to complete this third-party authentication without fail. It's really helpful to you. So afterwards, if you want to try also, your Azure subscription will be expired. You cannot do the practicals. So before the batch end only, complete all the demos. Okay. So have a nice day all of you, and give your valuable feedback now. Feedback.